actually is the lead play in our offense. We ask our YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet, get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man to his inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here. Try to run this play in the alley.
What's up, guys? Welcome into Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on packernet.com. You can find me on Twitter at Packers_access. You can email us, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. Text us, 865-658-5824. I'm joined alongside a room full of heroes here. We got Emilio live in Tennessee. We got Tim live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We've got Jacob on the border of Minnesota, Wisconsin, holding it down there in enemy territory. It's funny, man. Everybody's switching around here. This is so weird. Emilio's at the top. You got Tim in the middle. It's going to take a minute to get used to it. How we doing tonight, fellas?
Good.
Yeah. All right. Hey, glad to see everybody's doing great, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So traumatized from that press conference earlier.
Which one? You talking about this one?
Come on, don't do it.
Score!
Hey, me personally, I like it. I'm gonna be real with you because it makes the breakup that much easier. You know what I mean? Like seriously, like it'd be different if it's like, man, if he runs all over us and then he takes the humble approach of like, you know, I still love that organization, this and that. Taking this bad guy role, let's go. All right, now it's game on. I want to see Quay Walker knock his freaking cap off, bro. That's what I want to do. So, anyway, with that being said, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors tonight. Ticket King is the official ticket provider of Packers Total Access Live. We appreciate them jumping on board. They've been Wisconsin-based since 1992, specializing in Packer tickets, Wisconsin's largest ticket source. They've got offices next to Lambeau Field and in Milwaukee. You can click on the link in the video description here of this YouTube video, and it would be www.theticketking.com. Go over there, register as a customer for free, and get ready for the May schedule release where they're going to be able to save you a ton of money on Packers tickets this coming football season. Again, that is theticketking.com, your ultimate Packers ticket source. Appreciate them sponsoring the show. Now, with that being said, we had a bunch of news break. First of all, I seen that Aaron Jones clip come across the old Twitter bird, and I was like, what in the world? I think he looks so awkward. Like, you could tell he did it and tried to get out of the room real quick. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was like hanging around like, yeah, I'm proud to be a Viking.
Yeah.
Listen, the dude's bitter. And I'm not saying he doesn't have a reason to be, right? You guys know how I feel about it. And here we said earlier, this is the last time we'll talk about it, and that clip drops, of course. But what do you guys think about it now? Has your opinion changed any at all after that little skull chant? Obviously, he's just playing to the home crowd, right, Emilio?
I think he has to because that's his only option right now. He signed with him. He got $6-7 million. He's happy with that. All right, cool, man. I'll wait till you get back.
We'll be here, right? We ain't going nowhere. We'll be here. What do you think, Tim? How's the missus taking it, Tim? That's what I need to know.
Next, no comment.
No comment.
She is not happy right now. Not at all. She actually said, I hope there's truth to the Micah Hyde rumors so she can get a new 33 jersey.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's see. Let's check the chat real quick. I got a couple of them starred here real quick. I don't want to give away the lead here, but I guess we could just jump right into it, right? And I agree. He did look like he hated doing that. Thank you for putting that up there, Jacob. Eric Sutherland says, Dillon back to the Pack. Not a huge deal to me, but I'm happy for A.J. Dillon and his family. Go, Pack, go. So
John Deere green on a hot summer night. He rode Billy Bob loves Charlene.
You know, we said we were going to play it. What is that shirt?
I don't know. It's a Fallout shirt.
What is it?
It's a Fallout. AJ Dillon's deep in there. Let's go, baby.
All right, I got you. Okay. I'm gonna pretend like I know what the heck that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, dude.
These
Right.
kids today, man.
These kids today.
These kids.
So, I kind of thought we would still break that video out, the John Deere green, as long as he didn't play in the North. When I said that, imagine if someone had said, hey, by the way, he's going to be back with the Packers, but Aaron Jones is going to be with the Vikings. I'd be like, you're smoking crack. Here we are, though, right? Here we are. So we're going to continue to play the John Deere green all season long. Get used to it. If you don't like it, probably want to change the channel, right? That's just the way that's going to go. SDM40 says, inside sources say Goot saw Clayton's last mock with Corum and said enough already. See, I was playing chess, boys. I was playing chess while everybody else was playing checkers. So, here's the thing, too. You still can't rule out a running back being taken, but like you guys said, it's got to be one they absolutely love really late in the draft, right?
Right.
So we could kind of mark I'll definitely take halfback off the needs list now, no doubt about it. They like to carry 4. When I say carry 4, they usually rotate one on and off the practice squad, obviously. So that's probably the route they'll take this year. And with that being said, I don't think they'll use a draft pick on a player to do that. So, with that being said, let's just kind of dive into some of the details. And this was a roller coaster, man. I was cracking up on Twitter following this. First of all, the news broke, right? Schultz actually sent me this in a DM. He said, breaking free agent running back A.J. Dillon plans to sign with the Packers. Sources tell at Bleacher Report. Still just 25 years old, Dillon had 18 touchdowns and averaged 4.1 yards per carry in 4 seasons with the Packers, right? So it seems pretty cut and dry. Okay, what's the deal going to be, right? Is it going to be a 3-year deal? What's the deal? Details is kind of what we were waiting on, right? So then we had this fly off, right? Ian Rappaport quote tweeted Tom Pelissero, who said, free agent running back A.J. Dillon's expected to re-sign with the Packers pending a physical. So it's like, okay, probably a multi-year deal. Then Ian said Green Bay used a rare 4-year qualifying offer on A.J. Dillon to keep him around. And I immediately went, what in the world is that? First of all, around the horn, has anyone ever heard of that before we dive into the details of it?
Nope.
No, but of course Green Bay used it and figured out how to use it.
Russ Ball over there cooking, right? He's like, we got this. Exactly. So here's the rule. You ready? Bang. All right.
Holy cow.
If anybody wants to take the time to read that, bless your heart. I'm not going to
right now.
There it is. All right, there it is. So the bottom is really the most important part of the details, and it gets a little muddied. Like if you look at it, it says the list salary shall be increased to $1.35 million for the 2022-2023 league year, $1.45 million for the 24-25 league year. And it's talking about somewhat of not really an offset, but an addition. Okay. So we got a little bit better explanation here in just a second, but I want you guys to check out this one. First of all, this is the first tweet that I seen, and I was like, okay, maybe this guy knows what he's talking about. So this is at 10 Titans net. Okay. It says the Ranahan era, right? For anyone wondering, a 4-year qualifying player is someone who has completed 4 or more seasons with the club, with their contract expiring after at least 4 continuous years with that club without any interruptions. And he went on to explain a little more detail right here. He says they can sign a 4-year qualifying contract for a single league year with the salary up to $1.25 million more than the minimum for their experience level. Okay, so they're going to tack on basically $1.25 million on top of the minimum, right? And I immediately said, who is this guy? Does he know what he's talking about? My man has 45 followers, and I'm going, why am I even on this guy's Twitter page? Who is this guy, and why is he talking about Packer contracts, right? So anyway, we got a little bit better explanation from Spoon himself. Tom Silverstein said, who? Exactly what I said to him. Tom Silverstein said under this kind of deal, Dillon gets a signing bonus of $167,000, and his base salary can't be over $2.575 million. Okay. Packers get a huge cap benefit. He would count about 1.1 against the cap. No risk deal. Packers can get out of at any time without cap ramifications. So it does seem like it's a bit of an insurance policy, right, at the running back position. So maybe Blake Corum is still in play, guys. But on the surface, I really like it. Obviously, we were expecting A.J. Dillon's contract value to be somewhere at about $3.5 million per. They're coming in pretty well south of that, about $1 million south of that, which is awesome. So Round the horn, are we happy that AJ Dillon's back? As I think Emilio and Jacob over texting each other. I don't know. Emilio, you happy about this?
Jacob's off the rails. He says, never mind. But dude, what's wrong with Fallout, Jacob? You'd probably love
Dillon.
it.
I don't know, man. Just talking about AJ Dillon. I'm personally stoked on it. We got that little matchup, a little thunder. So we got a lot of thunder.
Feel the thunder?
No lightning?
No lightning yet. So I don't know. Maybe
What about Emmanuel?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would still look for us to maybe draft like a Bucky or Wright from Tennessee to kind of put that little aspect in there. But honestly, what I saw a tweet from Andy Herman that was kind of made me realize that this is maybe better than we thought. It's a floor deal. We know what we got in Dillon. We know we can trust him. We know we can trust him to be a decent guy in the community. And plus the pass protection, I think, is the biggest thing that we're forgetting about. The guy is just like old reliable when it comes to pass pro.
Yeah, definitely. Tim, how do you feel about it, man?
Oh, I love it. I love it. This totally makes sense. It does. I mean, we got Josh Jacobs. Dillon's your number 2, and then you got Emmanuel Wilson and whoever else we draft. Chance to really kind of solidify the running back room for the near foreseeable future. And if AJ he could have a hell of a year in 2024. Mm-hmm. And then, we're doing this, a year from now, we're having a conversation about the 3-year deal or the 4-year deal. So it's kind of seems to me like not a prove it deal, but keep AJ where he belongs in Green Bay. That would have stung to see him go to Dallas or something. So.
Yeah, definitely. Jacob Buss in the chat says Emilio wears little boys' clothing.
That's not true, Jacob.
He said it's not.
It's not true. It's a great game. All right.
All right. Blake B in the chat says Frank Gore Jr. with a 6th or a 7th rounder. He's smaller than his dad, but looked like a good pass catcher to me. You guys know that that's one thing that I get choked up over. I'm very emotional. Later in the draft, that's one thing that stood up is after we took Blake Corum, right? We looked up and I was like, man, we have Frank Gore Jr. there, and I've got him as my 59th best prospect. So it would have been probably made more sense, hindsight being 2020, to take him instead of Blake Corum and use that 91st pick on something a little more important, right, Tim?
Yeah, like a corner or interior offensive line or a tackle or
anything.
A linebacker.
Exactly. So there you go, man. Frank Gore Jr. is someone to kind of keep an eye on there late in the draft. You talked about Bucky Irving, Jacob. I've got him as the 65th best prospect. So how do you feel about him? Where would you feel comfortable taking a Bucky Irving if you were going to pull the trigger on him in the draft? What round do you think, man?
4th or 5th, maybe.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I think that'd be good value there. You got Ray Davis down there in the 70 spot for me, Jonathan Brooks all the way in the 80 spot, which I know many people think he's the best running back in the draft. I respectfully disagree, although if he hadn't had the injury, he probably would have been the best back in the draft, So we'll see.
One other thing. I think that this can finally put the nail in the coffin for the Braylon Allen fans. I don't see us having 3 Brandon Jacobs style running backs in the backfield this year. So
Right. And it's the same thing with like Audric Estime, right? Audric Estime, I was kind of like, hey, man, maybe he's definitely more of a power back. It really doesn't make sense. I don't know how you guys feel. I consider Emmanuel Wilson more of a scat back. Do you guys agree with that, or do you think he's more balanced or power? How do you guys feel about that?
I don't feel like we've got enough of a sample to
like
really accurately say that. But I don't know, Jacob. What do you think? What are you leaning towards?
One of those balanced guys. I don't know. Kind of reminds me, like, I don't know. Yeah, like Starks or one of those guys. Just not too much of anything.
Right. Yeah. Not gonna blow your socks off, but can have that potential to break one.
Right.
Yeah, he's got great footwork, man. And like him in tight confined spaces, he's able to find a way out. I mean, I just feel like we need to see more. It'll be nice to see more of him this year.
Yeah, definitely. Emilio in the chat said Jacob uses Elmer's glue to hold his beard in place. So there you go. Inside information there, man. The wet part of that sound drop is rough.
That's the worst part of that thing.
So rough. Let's see here. Jake Shavink says time for a oops all bigs with one of Allen, Benson, Estime joining the room. Wouldn't that be wild, man?
Oh,
what would their running game like? What is the idea there? If you do go with a bigger back, like we're obviously you're not going to be running much power, but like we inside zone for days, I guess, Is that what you're keyed in on inside zone? Maybe just a simple play action, a little dagger approach to stretching the field vertically.
21 personnel with 2 guys doing pass pro for Jordan Love.
Could be.
Maybe the wishbone. We could bring the wishbone back, Clayton, or something. Get 3 backs back there.
The box.
Full house.
The Curly Lambeau box. Come on, dude.
I don't know, man. Could be dangerous.
Pretty dangerous. John Schmidt in the chat said, "I'm hoping for Wright from Tennessee or Marshawn from USC, maybe in the 4th." That's another one, man. I don't really have him on my list.
Marshawn Lloyd, he's good.
Yeah, Marshawn Lloyd, and many people are really, really high on him, man. But yeah, like I said, he's not in my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 running backs. So I need to kind of dig into that a little bit. I could probably tell you if I pull the spreadsheet up exactly why I'm a little lower on. Again, what are we doing talking about running backs when we got a full running back room? We're going, this guy in the draft, there's a pretty good chance they're not even going to swing on him now, right? But it's interesting, man. It just goes to show you every stage that we get through in free agency, you never know. You're 1 or 2 signings away from, well, now we don't need that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything kind of shifts.
Yeah, glad you guys got that in this morning.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt about it. Let's see. Doug Pointer says, draft Braylon Allen and turn him back into a linebacker. Was he a linebacker when he was recruited? Is that true?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, and we already got.
You want me to get behind a Braylon and Allen draft pick? That's how you do it, right there.
They know how to get right to Tim's heart.
Put him at the will. Let's go.
I love it. So some other news here that's been kind of, I'd say it's been kind of spreading across the old interwebs, but to the best of my knowledge, there's only one guy reporting it. And I'm going to challenge everyone in the chat. If you know of anyone else reporting this, let me know, okay? But MJ Hurley on Twitter, I reached out to him, asked him if you want to come on the show. I got crickets. We'll see what happens there.
Who is it?
So, MJ Hurley.
Who?
That's what I said. You get the blue check. I went, okay, let's click on like 3,000 followers. So I'm going, okay. And then, listen, followers isn't everything, but typically if someone tweets something out and they've got like less than 5, 10,000, here's a good example. I think I've got almost 13,000 followers on Twitter, and I'm a knucklehead. That should tell you something, okay? So if somebody's got 3,000, you're like, he's probably not an insider, probably doesn't have really good sources. The other thing that threw a red flag to me was, I think it was either earlier today or yesterday, he put a tweet out talking about how it'd be cool for Micah Hyde to go back to Green Bay. He didn't say, hey, I'm hearing that. And then he comes out and tweets this. He says, while it is nowhere near a done deal, sources tell me at Third Down Thursday. And I went, oh, what's that? And I clicked on it, 900 followers. I went, okay, I don't know, right? That the Packers and former Green Bay safety Micah Hyde have, quote, real mutual interest in a reunion for 2024. You sure about that? Hyde was in Green Bay from 2013 to 2016, and he spent the last 7 years of his career playing for the Bills. Can you guys believe it's been 7 years already since he left?
That's crazy.
I mean, I was thinking he was there for like 3, maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe 4, 7 years. That is just wild. So again, this thing got some traction. Obviously, it's getting spread around and everything, but does anybody in the chat, you guys help me keep an eye on it too, and I want to go around the horn here. We'll start with you, Amelia. Have you heard this anywhere else about Micah Hyde potentially?
No, not at all. I mean, it would be cool, right? With the one that got away, but I have not heard anything but this. You brought this to me, and I don't buy it right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way too. Jacob, what about you, man? You heard anything else?
No, that's the only one that I saw. I saw people reposting it, but then once rooted back, it seems like that guy was maybe trying to create some controversy for himself. But
I mean, he's got some run on it, right?
Yep. I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's just we looked into the numbers and it's just not quite. I don't know if it's gonna be plausible.
Right. Let's do that. Let's kind of look at what he's done. Tim, you seem like you're sold on this. This is a legit story, right, man?
No.
All right. Let's just take a peek here and let's play devil's advocate for just a second. Say, okay, what if the Packers were interested in Micah Hyde, right? If that were the case, he is let's see, we talked about this earlier, 33 years old, okay? If you look at his PFF grades from last year, week to week, 85, 64, 90, looking good. This is where it goes downhill. 61, 55, 59, 52, 66, 51, 67, 52, 52, 55, 56 for a total of 64.4 for the 2023 season. Now, if you go back the last 3 years, right, In 2021, 82 was his PFF grade, then a 68.4, then a 64.4. I mean, you're seeing downward spiral right there in performance, right, Jacob? That's what you were pointing out, right?
Yeah, I mean, that 2022 year, he was hurt, only made it through like 1.5 games. So, maybe he would have
That's a
come
great
back.
point.
I still think he could have, because you look at that stretch. I mean, he did have a really decent stretch, 5-6 years, pretty consistently. And who knows, man, getting revitalized, coming back home. I think it'd be pretty cool to see him with Williams back there. Oh man, it'd be cool.
Yeah. It would have been for the right price, right? And that's the problem is like, what are you willing to pay a 33-year-old who's showing that he's just pretty much regressing, right? Like, what would you be willing to pay him? Emilio, what do you think, man? Would you be excited about Micah Hyde returning, or is it a no from you, dog?
I don't know. After taking a peek at those numbers, looks like his tackling keeps, going down. Not his worst ever, but, top 3. And seems like he's kind of given up on rush defense, and he did that the last 2 years he was in Green Bay as well. It's, I guess, the right price. Bring him in. He knows the game. He's played it for a long time, but
that's how I look at it too, Emilio. I think if it's a sweetheart deal, it makes sense financially. You got Zay McKinney back there. We go to the draft. We grab a safety. We got Ant Johnson Jr. back there. You got some youth, and then you got a guy like Micah Hyde, maybe third on your depth chart or something like that can step in and at least play mistake-free football.
Right.
Price has got to be right, though. But who wouldn't like to see him back? And I hear number 33 is available, so if he wants his old number back, he can have it.
Yeah, you see it's off the wall back here, boys.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
The Skull Chant sent me over the edge. I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and get Reed up there on the wall. So we moved on fast, right? We're like Leo DiCaprio, man. Just on to the next. You know what I'm saying?
Unless Jacob can get him at Ross, I don't think I'd take it.
Jacob getting a deal.
I'm a boss at Ross, all right?
I love it. It's like a Christmas Story. Remember the movie A Christmas Story? He said the old man could bargain like an Arab trader. Isn't that what he said? Jacob walking in there.
No, it's like Michael Scott at Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Going there with
Didn't they throw the blood on him? Didn't they throw the blood on the coat?
They put it right on a card. Never buy a fur coat unless you had the money to pay for it.
I love it. Oh man. You can't hide credit, boys. You cannot hide credit. David Mitchell in the chat said the Hyde story sounds like clickbait to me. I think it's pretty unanimous until we see another source. I'm going to comb through Twitter again here in a second. So, Jacob, do you have anything specifically you would like to talk about as far as just anything going on around the league, around the Packers, what you would like to see their next move be? I imagine linebackers got to begin to become a little bit of a concern for us, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize Bobby Wagner signed with Washington, which that just did you see what he got though?
Yeah,
like $8 million. So that's more than I would have been comfortable paying him. Yeah, for
sure. They said up to $8 million, so it sounds like it's going to be
incentivized.
Yeah, probably so.
Just to put a cap on that Micah conversation, I did look back at most of his years, and he almost had the exact same split. It seemed like he spent like 250-ish snaps in the box, most of them 500 to 600 at that free safety spot, and then about 150 to 200 in the slot. So I wonder if he played more predominantly in the box slot role, if his grades would either increase or decrease. It'd be worth thinking about because
that's a good question.
I think a lot.
I think I could take a look at the snaps real quick. You guys can keep talking, say something smart. I'll see if I can figure out how much he played in the box here. Actually, I got it right here. Here we go. I'm sorry. 2023, he was in the box, 194 snaps. He played free 403. He was in the slot, 174. 2021, he was in the box, 255 snaps. Played free safety, 539 snaps. 2020, he was in the box, 238. So he's playing free safety more than he's playing in the box. But you're right, Jacob. He's versatile enough to play in the box for sure.
But the way Goody's been going, man, everyone he wants to be young. Why is he gonna, drop that? Why not just pick someone up in the draft and be like, all right, you're gonna learn this position?
Yeah,
because we went through those numbers before on draft picks for sure.
Yeah. I'm coming through here, and I mean, literally anyone who's tweeted it, like you said, Jacob, everybody is tweeting that same tweet. So,
Dairyland Express has a story, and it's basically the same tweet we looked at from MJ Hurley.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to
Good on you. Good on you, MJ. That's a good way to start a scoop.
Yeah. And if it comes true, we'll be the first one to give him credit. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd love for him to hop on if he's available to hop on the show, man. It'd be cool to have him on here for 10 minutes and say, hey, spill the beans. Who's your source? I want the name. I want the social security number, the whole 9 yards. Now we would just try to say, hey, vaguely, where are you hearing it from? You know what I mean? Is what I would like to know. But yeah. Trying to see here. Matt Schneidman just tweeted out, but that was nothing. Just said Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney will speak to the media in the Packers locker room tomorrow morning. Jacobs at 9 a.m., McKinney at 9:30. So there you go.
Let's go.
Yeah, we that'll be right after Good Morning Lambeau, but we'll definitely be hitting that for PTA Live tomorrow night for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll cover that. Just trying to see if there's anything else.
That's the super chat that came through, Clayton.
Oh yeah, go ahead, man.
Joyce said, I believe he signed, pretty sure Miami.
Who's
that? And she said she was talking about Hyde.
Oh, Hyde. Gotcha.
Anything on that.
Let's see.
I'm not seeing anything on that.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of rumors that are kind of flying around right now. Let me type in Micah Hyde, Miami, and just see if anything pops up here real quick.
Micah Hyde picks off Tagliavilo. Week 4, Bills at the Dolphins.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's what I see.
Yeah, nothing else there, right? Yeah, the 33rd team does have him listed as one of the better safeties still available. But
watch all of this, and he's just going to retire. Watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, what if that source? And listen, I'm just spitballing here, but what if that source? What if they heard he may be returning to Green Bay, and it's just to go up there and retire a Packer?
Yeah, one-day contract.
Yeah, I don't know why he would retire as a Packer, right? But yeah. So anyway, Joyce, thank you so much for the super chat, though. We appreciate it.
I can't say Tua's name, Jake. Don't make fun of me. Tua Tagovailoa, blah blah blah.
Let's go around the horn. I want to see who gets it right here. Emilio, you're laughing up there with your cute little T-shirt. Let's hear you. Come on, what you got? Say it, Emilio.
Tua Tagovailoa.
I think.
That's pretty good.
Jacob, what are you thinking, man?
All right. Tua Tagovailoa.
You sure about that?
I've always heard Daniel Jeremiah say Tua Tagovailoa is what he said.
I'm just going to call him Tua. Everyone will know who we're talking about.
Jake said, there you go, man. Bang. Emilio nailed it. Give him a round of applause, Tim, please, sir. The delay's killing me, Tim.
Oh, it was like me running the board last night.
I don't want it.
No, it was like me running it last night, Clayton. I was just off. I was looped
it to him. Emilio is the oldest. How old are you, Emilio?
28.
You're the oldest 28-year-old I've ever met. It's like, where's that drop at?
I couldn't find it, man.
It's over here topping.
Right? Yeah, but nobody knows what this is. But I can't find a drop, and I get yelled at. All right.
Love it. Chris in with the chat there. He's been a member for 4 months now. Says, finally tuned quartet of Packers Talk genius. I know
Took it out.
You need to expand your podcast listening, my friend.
Did you see what came across the wire, Clayton?
See, they're going to do it again. It's always Peter Stone that does it, too.
It is.
Oh, we're going to give him some.
Changes his picture so it doesn't look like,
Oh, my God. Here we go. Joyce says, I think I missed it. Was Poyer as mentioned above? Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense.
There we go.
All right. But again, thank you for the super chat, Joyce. Really appreciate it. Let's see. I love it. Boz says Emilio has a race car bed.
Yeah, but it's a sweet.
Yeah, but it's
speed racer.
There's so much more room for activities.
I'm sorry, man. That broke me up. Emilio's like, what, 6'2"? Is that right, Emilio?
Yeah.
He's 6'2", curled up in a
6'3". Yeah. I'm hanging it out the trunk. My feet hang out the trunk, but it's pretty slick.
Got Lightning McQueen on the pillowcase, the whole 9 yards. He's good to go.
I'm going to put a CB in it so you can talk to other race car beds.
All right, we're getting pressured here, boys. Jake Shavink says, yes, Peter Stone, they owe us one from this morning. All right. I guess no quorum. Hey, don't you test me, Mark. I'll take quorum again.
We're just not at 91.
We We need to take a punter at 91 just to tick Tim off. That's what we need to do. No doubt about it.
Oh, man.
Jacob, his roommates got it for him, aka his parents.
I'm with you, Jacob. I'm picking up the references.
I love it, man. Oh, dude. Yeah, Blake B says I'm watching Grandma's Boy as we speak. That's such an underrated movie, man. God, it's so good. So good. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too, William. What the hell is going on out there?
Almost as off the rails as we were yesterday.
I guess we've been pressured into doing a mock, boys. Y'all ready?
Peer pressure are too sensitive.
Look, I need everybody's game face on for this, okay? We got to knock this mock out of the park, all right? So to get everyone super focused.
Score!
All right, there you go. Let's do this. So which one would you prefer, Jacob? You're heading this one up, man. I'm just going to be navigating.
Oh, snap. Here we go.
Do you want to use PFF or do you want to use Consensus Big Board Mock Draft Database, whatever it's called?
I say we use PFF because that way, if we want to actually do a trade down, it's more realistic.
I like that.
Got it. All right. Let me get it set up here.
And I don't have access to it at home, when I'm doing my mock. So let's get some different numbers here.
All right, here we go. We're gonna turn the randomness up just a touch. Boy, that was a tough word. Words are hard, man. All right, let's see here. The draft. I think we're ready to roll.
My wife's looking at me and wondering what I'm laughing at. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We all get that, David. Yeah.
That's all.
Things could be a lot worse. I could be a Bears fan.
It's very true. Very true. All right, man. Here we go. Drive, monkey, drive. I love it. I've seen that. Drive, monkey, drive. All right. Can you guys see this okay?
Yeah.
All right, Jacob, man, you're running the show here, dude. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to take the night off. Watch this.
Unbelievable.
The crowd loved that.
Go ahead and scroll down a little bit.
Nope, can't do it. All right, so here we go. Best available. I'll read those off and then let you have it here. We got Jerzan Newton. He's the 11th ranked prospect. We're at number 25 here for those of you listening on the pod. We got Latu at the 20th rank. He's the second best prospect. Tyler Nubin, safety. He's ranked 25th. Peyton Wilson, ranked 26th. Any positions you want to see? Talk to me, Jake.
Well, can I just see what that trade, the only trade that's available?
Thank you, Jacob.
All right, here we go. We're going to trade down as we explore the trade options here. I don't even know how to navigate this.
Jacob's got his Goody hat on. Let's go.
So we'd have to go back to 38. I'm definitely not willing to do that. So I guess we're going to have to do the pick. Shavank definitely says Latu. I've never seen Latu fall this far in any mock that I've done. To me, it's a prime position. I'd say either that or Wilson. What do you guys think?
Well, go ahead, Tim. What do you think, bud?
I mean, it seems like a good pick. I just didn't think we'd take edge right away. But you got to look at best available. I don't think we take Jerzan Newton, but I don't know, man. You're going to get no arguments out of me if we take defense. So
yeah. So, like Jacob said, I don't like that trade. And Goody is going to get one for next year. He's going to pick up, a pick for next year. But how many times did San Francisco take a shot at edge until they got one? Right? We took a shot at LVN last year. Why would we not pull the trigger if one does fall to us at that, at that 25 spot?
Right. That's a great point. I know what my pick would be, and it'd be hands down Jerzan Newton. You're talking about the 11th ranked prospect. I think he's hands down my best defensive lineman in this draft. We're talking about we could potentially use a starting defensive lineman. You got Carl Brooks, like we talked about. Kenny Clark. We talked about this. I think it was yesterday, right?
That's true. That's very true.
That's true.
Yep.
Contract year, 29 years old, been underperforming here lately. But Jacob, this is you though, man. This is all you.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna go Latu.
All right, got it. Premier position. We're going Latu, edge defender out of UCLA. Bang. I don't think it grades us on this.
Oh, it doesn't grade on this one? Okay.
No.
I give it an A- though.
All right, Jacob, you're on the 41st pick here. Best available, Lab McConkey, center Zach Frazier. Bo Nix, quarterback out of Oregon. TJ Tampa, cornerback, edge defender Chris Broswell. And then you got the best tight end in the draft, Jatavian Sanders. Do you want to look at the trades or no?
Yeah, actually.
All right, we got 3. It's showing here anyway. So
we could drop down to 44. Honestly, I don't know if you guys wanted to try. It's a little unrealistic at this point, but we could just pick. We only got 25 minutes, but it's up to you. We could try. Look at Jake Shavink. Shavink is just trying to get us on this wide receiver train, man.
I'm telling you, bro.
He's a devil.
He about ruined my damn life that night, man. Like there's so many people that came at me online over this.
I mean, look, it would be actually kind of fun to see Ladd McConkey in this offense. I'm not going to lie, but that means you got to take away one of the other guys we love. In my opinion, it's either Zach Frazier, who I think is maybe at least 1 or 2 best centers in this draft, and then other than that, I'd go TJ Tampa.
I got Zach Frazier listed as the 34th best prospect. They have him listed as the 31st. We're picking 41. I think Zach Frazier's a good pick here, but what do you think, Tim?
Corner, safety.
That's a good point. We the top need in this draft is definitely corner, right? You got TJ Tampa sitting there. Now, TJ Tampa is not in my top 10 of corners on my board. If we were to, let's see, isn't there a way to pick positions on here? I'm so used to the other one. Yeah, here we go. Let's look at corner real quick. Let's just take a look here. So you got TJ Tampa at 36. You got Kamari Lassiter at 45. You got Kyrie Jackson at 58. Andrew Phillips at 82. Renardo Green at 87. Jerry and Jones at 93. They got Max.
Probably wait on corner then, right?
Yeah.
Kind of
what
looks
about
like
safety?
Safety position. Let's see here real quick. We'll keep safety and corner pulled up together. There's Javon Bullard, your guy there, out of Georgia.
Jacob, do you take that trade for Las Vegas? If you're not wild about Frazier, you take the trade with Las Vegas, drop back, and then you can pick up your boy.
Either get Bullard or Hicks.
Right.
Yeah, smart.
So you want to accept the trade? Is that right?
The world, yeah. So click on 44, click on R41.
Click on 44.
Yep. And then click on R41. And then try to see if they can throw in that 77. They probably won't, but no.
No, they didn't. They said you've lost your mind.
Oh, there you go.
112.
Let's keep it at, do that.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, let's see what happens. Trade accepted. Congratulations.
Nice. Now we're cooking.
Yeah, so we traded out. We traded the 41st pick that came from the New York Jets, right? The Aaron Rodgers pick. So we traded down 3 spots and picked up the 44th and the 112th pick. All right.
Perfect.
So there you go. We're going to resume the draft. So here we are back on the clock again.
Now you got a problem.
Now you do got a problem. So you got Ladd McConkey, Zach Frazier, Bo Nix, TJ Tampa, Jatavian Sanders, Adiza Isaac, Michael Penix Jr., Roman Wilson. There's your boy Bullard sitting there in the 50 spot.
I think I go Bullard.
Going Bullard here?
When's our next pick? 58.
58.
Yeah.
58. So I've got Bullard on my board.
You know what?
I've got him as my second best safety now, believe it or not. He's in the 63 spot. So I got Tyler Nubin, Javon Bullard, Cam Kinchins, then Caleb Bullock. So this would definitely be the best safety on the board according to my board too.
It's up to you, Jacob.
I'd
say either Frazier or Bullard.
It's a lot tougher when you're the one making the decision, ain't it?
All right, let's go Bullard. Let's do it.
You going Bullard?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
safety.
Background. Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go there, boys.
All right, you got to take Frazier now.
Yeah,
You
now
got
we
to.
snag him.
All right. Again, I've got Zach Frazier on my list as the 34th best prospect. He's the second best center in the entire draft, only behind Jackson Powers Johnson. So let me just make sure Jackson Powers Johnson ain't there. I'm pretty sure he won't be. Nope. Okay, cool. So he's already gone. So,
Man, that's a jump. Look at that. 31 to 66. What was it, 60 something for the next center?
yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. Is that what you want, Jake?
Ish.
Yes. What did I tell you about saying that?
Yep.
All right, Zach Frazier. All right, there you
Now
go.
they're asking questions about our defense, Tim. What do
They
you
should
got to
be.
say about that?
Plenty of questions. Plenty.
I think we're
of
doing pretty good so far. I refer all questions to Jacob. He is our
Yeah,
draft
that's
director.
smart.
All right,
All
so
right.
go ahead.
Cam
No, I
Kinchins.
just was going to ask you guys, what we don't have a tackle in this draft yet, do we?
Correct.
Because they're about to
Right.
fall off pretty stiff. I
Yeah.
like Patrick Paul quite
Pull
a
them
bit.
up, Clayton, if you could, please.
Pull what?
The tackle group, because I know that they really do just kind of
We're
dive
trying to
on.
balance my checkbook. Y'all making me click buttons here. Go ahead.
This is about
All
where
right.
they fall right
You
here.
got Patrick Paul, 86, Then it drops down to Dominique Puny at 101. Matt Goncalves at 106. So it drops off pretty significantly there. So, yeah, we're picking 88th. Patrick Paul's the best tackle here at the 86th spot.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think we grab Patrick Paul and then we're up again in 3 picks. So
yeah, I kind of like that. Then maybe we take a peek at linebacker.
Yep.
Got it. So what have we taken so far? Before I pick Patrick Paul, we took edge.
Yep.
All right. What else did we take?
I can't remember. Safety.
We went edge. We went safety.
Yep.
We went center.
Yep.
Right. And now we're going tackle, right?
Yep.
Is that correct? All right, cool. Just want to make sure I'm kind of keeping up with our needs here. So, all right, Patrick Paul it is at 88 out of Utah.
Nice.
Bang, 91. All right.
Be careful with this pick.
Be very careful with this pick. So let's just do this. Let's just go ahead and fix it right now. Let's slide down here in some special teams. All right. We got 311th rank. Good God Almighty. All right. So, Jacob, here are your top picks available. Cam Kinchin's in the 84 spot. Christian Mahogany in the 88 spot. He's a guard. Cedric Von Prawn, center out of Georgia, 89. Blake Corum.
Don't you dare.
Number 90 out of Michigan. Kalen Bullock, number 92 out of USC. So far, you have taken edge, safety, center, and tackle. Did we take a corner or no? We didn't.
No, we didn't. Where's Max Melton at? Is he still on the board?
I was going to say, can you go down and check out Max Melton for me?
Please.
He should be right. Oh, no. Somebody grabbed him.
He's gone.
The laugh. That was an evil laugh.
My
so
next
hard.
favorite is definitely
It's so hard to figure these out, man. That's why I'm laughing because I know what he's feeling right now.
I know it. That's the worst, right?
You should have seen Jake Shavink's stream that night. He controlled every team except for the Packers and let the chat pick for the Packers. And he was just such a troll, dude. The pick before, it was like, what's Green Bay's need? That's what this team needs, right? Every single time. Anyway, Jacob, what do you need to see here, man? I'm sorry.
Oh,
linebacker?
Yeah, let's check out linebackers quick.
I'm going to put – all right, we got corners up. We're going to throw linebackers up with corners, okay? So you can look at two of them. Okay, so you got Jerry and Jones in 93 spot at corner, DJ James at corner at 104, Tommy Eichenberg at 107 as linebacker, Chris Abrams Drain cornerback at 108, Jarvis Brownlee Jr. at 112. He's a corner out of Louisville, Cam Hart cornerback out of Notre Dame, Elijah Jones cornerback out of Boston College. The only linebacker, according to this, that's worth a poo-poo is Tommy Eichenberg, right? Now, it drops off significantly if you're trusting PFF. Now, the two we got here is Tommy Eichenberg and Cedric Gray at 134. If we look at my linebackers on my board, I've got Cedric Gray as my third best linebacker. I've got Tommy Eichenberg in the 158 spot. So Cedric Gray 66, Tommy Eichenberg 158.
Cedric Gray might be on the board at 112, right?
Yeah, that's true. We picked up.
Yep. I think he might be there at 126 too. If you want to get, if you really want to.
We should go cornerback Jerry and James, and then come back and get him. Jerry and Jones.
Okay,
yep.
Gotcha.
Like
Jerry and Jones. Just kind of looking here. I want to double check.
Can you pull up? Can you click on him? Or no, it's not this one.
Yeah, you can click on. Yeah.
Jerry and Jones.
All right. Jerry and Jones, 61, 70, and 90 last year. When you look at where he lined up, 394 snaps in the slot. So, yeah, so it's pretty solid. Now, for what, and again, I'm not trying to persuade you in any way. I'm just pointing out my board as we go through because this is a good exercise for me too here. Jerry and Jones is not on my top 10 of cornerbacks. Okay, DJ James is in the 67th spot on my board. And then let's see, Abrams Drain is not on the top 10. And I just want to make sure there's no other ones here. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So if I were to take corner here, my pick would be DJ James. But if you like Jerry and Jones better, again, played the slot a lot, right?
What does James look like when you pull up his numbers?
DJ James is 71, 82, 83. Now, he's an outside corner, though. So he played all his snaps outside. So that would be the guy that's playing opposite Jair or competing for that spot. So he's not going to be competing for that slot. That's for sure.
Where did Quinyon Mitchell go? Where did he go? He went earlier.
Oh,
right?
he went way, probably the top corner taken. Yeah.
Well, while Jacob thinks this over, Eric Sutherland just has to say that this draft just proves Jacob's is a Vikings fan.
Glad you could read that, Emilio. Hey, thanks. I got a sound effect. Honestly, so I guess it depends on what do you guys think we want more, a boundary corner or a slot corner?
Well, there's like 20 plus million reasons why Keyshawn's our slot. So I think we might want to look to the boundary. I'm just nervous about Stokes, like we don't know what we're going to get. I hope he makes me look stupid and has an all-pro year, but I don't know.
Let's do DJ James. Let's do it.
You want DJ James?
Yeah.
I told you about. I like that one. I really do. Again, I've got him 67th spot on the overall board, and you're getting him at what, 91? I think it's a good pick. All right, DJ James, cornerback, slot corner, right? So, outside corner, right? Outside corner, yeah. So, all right, cool. So you got your outside corner. I'm keeping track here. If you forget who you took, let me know and I can read them off to you. So
here we are. I'm so proud that I influenced us into taking a corner with the Rasul pick.
That's exactly. Right. Nobody's touching running back. Oh, Trey Benson, my best running back. Actually. Let's see here. What were we just talking about?
Linebackers.
We're trying to find Cedric Gray.
Yeah.
Let's see where Cedric Gray is. Oh, it is. Boom! It worked. So a little bit of a reach according to PFF, right? His average draft position is 141. We're picking 112.
But Eichenberg already got pulled in that a matter of time from 91 to 112.
Cedric Gray's hands down the best linebacker on the board. I've got Cedric Gray as the 66th best prospect. So, what are you thinking, Jake?
I think we run that in, yeah.
All right. From old North Kakalaki, we're going with Cedric Gray. Give it the linebacker. That's really solid depth. If it really falls that way, man, that's solid depth, dude. All right, pick 126. So far, Jacob, you have taken edge, safety, center, tackle, outside corner, and linebacker. What are you thinking here, man?
Man, I think we got to run Cooper Beebe in because that dude's a plug-and-play Pro Bowl guard, in my opinion.
Dang.
I was just thinking that, too.
Are you suggesting that Cooper Beebe is better than Sean Ryan?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
But I say pair him with Frazier up front. Ooh.
Yeah. Josh Myers can run to the concession stand, right? Get hot dogs, all that stuff that you need. All right. So Cooper Beebe, is that right?
That's my pick. Yeah.
All right. Anybody disagree?
Nope.
Negative.
All right. So you got your guard. You're filling all the needs, man. That's for sure, dude.
Love it.
I always fill the needs, Clayton.
Yeah, that's what she said. Sure. Pick 169. This is a comp pick, right? Am I thinking that? She can block.
Missed it. Thanks.
I love it. All right. Here you are at pick 169. Jacob, what are we thinking here, man? You best available. Austin Reed, quarterback out of Western Kentucky. That little weird dude, Dillon Labe, out of New Hampshire. Drake Nugent, that's Ted Nugent's nephew out of Michigan. I just made that up, by the way. James Williams, safety out of Miami. Somebody said draft him twice if he is. Dwight McLaughlin, cornerback out of Arkansas. Tackle Ladarius Henderson. What are we thinking here, Jake?
Can we scroll down a little farther?
What positions would you like to see?
I guess. What do you think, guys? Another linebacker or
linebacker, interior D-line, maybe.
All right, so we haven't taken a defensive lineman, so let's do this. Let's go D-line. Let's go linebacker, right? And why don't we throw
tight end?
How many cornerbacks? We've only taken one corner, too, right?
Yeah.
Guess throw corner safety in there.
Yeah, throw another safety in to the mix. You say tight end, Tim?
I mean, we were thinking about, again, we got a wild card with Tyler Davis. We don't know what we're getting coming off of injury.
Yeah, I know Jacob loves him in the SIF, but anyway, pick 169, right? Here's your best available. If we just, like I said, linked it down to those positions, right? Tight end, corner, safety, linebacker, and defensive line. You got safety James Williams out of Miami, cornerback Dwight McLaughlin out of Arkansas, safety Jalen Simpson out of Auburn, cornerback Tarheeb Steele out of Maryland, tight end A.J. Barner out of Michigan, Jawan Briggs, defensive lineman out of Cincinnati, defensive lineman Jordan Jefferson out of LSU. What are you thinking here, Jake?
Honestly, Jalen Simpson's intriguing to me because I think he's another one of those guys that played at multiple different positions. I mean, he's just been kind of steady Eddie, but I want to say that he was
You got 67, 71, 76, played in the slot 195 times, played in the box 150, played deep 299. That's a pretty good balance there.
And he played corner the two previous years.
Yeah, very good
So he
point.
transitioned.
Looks like he came in. He was scouted as a corner. It looks like in 2021. So
the only thing I don't like is run defense, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Can we look at that? The kid from Arkansas there, the corner.
He's good too.
Oh, Lord have mercy. 69, 77, 91. Now his snaps were way down. 382. He must be battling some kind of injury. When you look at where he lined up, he played outside corner, 349 snaps, and he's pretty much just an outside corner, it looks like. Yeah. And again, probably some injury stuff there, I imagine. So here's a guy. No one else. What are we thinking?
Yeah, not him, probably. Yeah.
In my opinion, I'd like to see Simpson.
Simpson?
He's just a versatile guy.
Yeah, I agree, man. Played in the slot, played in the box, can play deep too.
Played corner, like it.
Yep. Played corner, he can block. There you
What's
go.
his size? Can you check his size quick? I think Jake said it was crap.
Size 6.
That's what she said.
He's a little thin, but 6'1", right? So what are you thinking, Jake?
I mean, I think we could put some weight on him.
Hey, you get up to Wisconsin, go over to Kroll's, get a butter burger.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Culver's is even open too.
Yeah. Get you some of them cheese curds. You'd be all right.
Man, cheese curds, I'm telling you.
Some Bush lattes and some curds.
Beer cheese soup at 1919 that, with a little elk stroganoff. I told Manny we were trying to decide on an Airbnb earlier, and she went, I don't care. I just need some elk stroganoff. That's what she said. So Jalen Simpson, is that right, Jacob?
I'm cool with it.
This is your Lee. You're not going to put this on us.
No, Jacob, this is all you, man.
Yeah. If not, though, I'd like to check Jalen Sundell. That's the guy that I was really into. He's from NDSU. He's a tackle though. So
tackle.
Yeah.
Let's see where he's at real quick.
Just want to see if he's still available because I mentioned him the last draft late.
Gotcha. Jalen Sundell, right? That's who we're looking for. Jalen Sundell. Man, he is down there in the basement, Jacob.
I already picked him up.
He pissed somebody off.
He got picked. He's been creeping up the boards a little bit.
Has he? Looks like he may be gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
see him.
Do not put Eric Sutherland's comment on the screen.
Anyways.
Anyways.
All right, Jacob. Get this draft back on track. What are you taking?
Jalen Simpson?
Let's do it.
All right. Jalen Simpson. We're going safety / slot, right? Safety / slot.
So that kind of crosses off, I think, the secondary need for the rest of this draft.
Yeah.
I agree. You got your outside corner, you got your safety that can play in the slot in a pinch. Who knows, he might beat Key out. And then you got the other safety too, right? So yeah, I agree, man. I think you've done good in that regard. All right, pick 202. We got 202, 219, 245, and 255. What positions you thinking about here, Jacob? We got Jalen Green at edge out of James Madison, wide receiver Anthony Gould out of Oregon State. You got Hunter Nourzad out of Penn State center, tackle Nathan Thomas out of the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. You got Ethan Driscoll, tackle out of Marshall. A lot of tackles down here. It's interesting. What do you think,
like
Jake?
See if Dallas Gant is still available. Linebacker.
Okay. Linebacker. See, you're getting into all of Jacob's crushes now, man.
Now it's Jacob.
Yeah. All right, so he's in the 251 spot, but his average draft position is 242. So if you're going to take him, you can definitely wait till 219. You might be able to wait until 245. So just keep that in mind.
Jalen Ford, Jake's saying I had a crush on him too. The more I watched, same with Tyron Hopper. I did not like Tyron Hopper after I watched his film, but who am I?
I've got Jalen Ford as the 174th best prospect on my board. We're picking 202 right now.
Jake also had Sundell as that tackle, I think, from Marshall.
Yeah. No, from NDSU.
Yeah.
Can we look at running back?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Running back. Let me just
Frank Gore Jr.
All right, so
is he considered another big back though?
No.
Huh?
He's not a big back.
He's
not as big as his pappy.
Here we go. He is 5'8", 195.
Draft him now. Draft him now.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right, he got 77, 91. He graded out a 91 in 2022, and then
almost 1,400 yards.
Bro, this dude is. I'm telling you, I don't understand why he's so low on everyone's draft board. I've got him as the 4th best running back in this draft in the 59 spot.
He can block.
He can block. Even though he's small, he can block. What are you thinking, Jacob? Is this what we're doing, man?
Pick him.
All right, Frank Gore Jr. I love that pick.
And if you guys remember having those 2 extra picks and just trading back gives us the opportunity to do kind of weird, stupid stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like take a quarterback.
Ooh, now we haven't even looked at quarterbacks, Tim. I like that idea.
Just trying to think like Goody, you know.
All right, so there's Dallas Gant. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 linebackers in front of him. Still Jacob again. Average draft position is 242. We're at pick 219. If you don't take him here, it's a slim chance he's going to be there at 245, man. So What do you think?
I mean, I do like him, and I also like Darius Masao. I don't. He's a little bit undersized, but he grades out pretty well in UCLA. I think maybe it might be worth waiting and see if we can snag one of those guys with our next pick.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys? What's another position we have? Omar Brown is another sneaky good pick for safety, but if you guys feel like we're good on safety,
No, I wouldn't mind picking another one.
Yeah, we said we needed a starting safety, a box safety, right?
Yep.
And 2 backups. And
Check
so
and see if
far,
we
We
you've
just
taken
got
2.
the starter. That's all we have so far.
can you see? You click on Brown, and I said I think he was a box safety, like almost predominantly.
Whoo, look at
Ooh, I
this.
like his run defense.
Yeah, and obviously he was hurt there in 2022. His PFF grades starting in 21 were 83, dropped to 64, but only 53 defensive snaps, and right back up to 82. He lined up last year 434 in the slot and
Yeah, I like
147
that.
in the box. And yeah, coverage grade 84.5. Run defense is solid too, 74.3.
That
Yeah,
might be a good pick.
that's your guy.
I think so.
Yep.
There's a guy.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
He's great. He's ranked 212. Average draft position is 212.8. So now's the time to get him. You good with it?
Hit it.
All right. So we got us another safety / slot hybrid. So you can see who plays the slot better. Put the other one as backup safety. Right. All right. Here's the moment of truth. Is Gant still there at linebacker?
Oh,
He's gone.
you serious?
There's Ulafosio.
I like him. Otherwise, I really like Jordan McGee too, but he's apparently undersized or something. Jake had a problem with him. I'll tell you about Jake. Check out can you look at Masao though, Darius, real quick up there? Because he was another guy that I liked.
Yeah, 76, 61, 81. So a little bit up and down, right? When you look at where he lined up, obviously him being a backer, I was going to see his pass rush grade is a 72.8. They got him playing in the box. He was only on the defensive line 32 times. He lined up in the slot 43 times. But yeah, he's just kind of that normal traditional stack backer. They must have been doing a lot of green dogging. So yeah, solid grade, man, for sure. As far as linebacker, we've only taken one linebacker, and we said we needed a starting linebacker in our nickel next way. You took that, right? And then we needed as many as 2 backups. So this
like that.
It makes sense as far as need for sure.
300 snaps in coverage. I mean, that's not a minute amount, right?
Right. Coverage grade 85.7. Holy cow. That's impressive.
I like that.
All right. Let's do it. We're going Darius Masao out of UCLA, stack backer. All right. So you got your second backer.
Is this the last one?
You've hit the needs good, man.
All right. Check. Can we put long snappers on there?
255. All right. What are we thinking here?
Oh, never mind. We can't.
Tagovailoa?
No, that's a good pronunciation. No, click on just can you scroll down just one click? Jaden Sharon. Can you click on Jaden Sharon?
That's one of your guys, right?
Yeah.
The problem is we took Frank Gore Jr. What are you trying to run a 6-back offense? What are we doing here?
Just pull him up quick. Let me look at his grades.
Oh, yeah. That's solid, dude. That's solid. 75, 83, 81. Yeah.
Wow. 1,700 yards and 1,500 yards.
He's playing Monmouth, right? So he's over there playing the.
Yeah, but I'd still like 1,700 yards. I mean, at least it's not 800 yards playing at
I
Monmouth.
can rush for 1,700 yards against Podunk Technical School. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go, dude. I'm with you though, man. That is solid. That is a solid year. Look at all these icons. I've never seen any of these icons.
No, me neither.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, what are we thinking?
Right. Oladapo's there.
Oh, a lot of Poe. Holy cow! Let's look here, boys. Safety position, a lot of Poe. Yeah, this is probably the guy right here. 73, 79, 88. And look at these snaps. He's in the box 292 times, in the slot 278 times. Oh, by the way, he can play deep, 174 snaps deep. That's about as versatile as it gets.
Yeah.
Played for, is that Oregon State he played for? Yeah, Oregon State.
Talk about creating competition, right?
No, there's a guy.
I mean, and you look at some of the teams they played. Notre Dame, he had a 78.7. Stanford, 93.4. Cal, 77.2, right? So, I mean, it's not like they're playing Podunk University. They had some pretty decent opponents there, right? So, yeah, Washington, holy cow, played against the Washington Huskies, 82.6. That's I like that pick right there, Jacob.
Yeah.
You good with it? All right. So, all right, we're going a lot of Poe. Kitten, a lot of Poe. Is it Cotton or Kitten? Kitten sounds like a stage name. Is it? What is it?
Catan, maybe not.
Oh, Catan. Okay, yeah, that's exotic. All right.
Ooh,
All right. Let's screen grab. Now you got a B plus, dude. What are you talking about? That's solid. Give them a round of applause. All right, let's go ahead and screen grab this.
Yeah, and then scroll back in. I really like this draft, honestly.
Yeah, not bad, man. So again, just to recap it before we sign off here, edge at the 25th pick, he took edge defender Latu out of UCLA. Okay, we traded back from we traded from 41 down to 44 and picked up an extra 4th round pick. So at the 44th pick, you took Javen Bullard out of Georgia, safety. You got Zach Frazier at the 58th pick, center out of West Virginia. That's an A plus there. Tackle Patrick Paul with the 88th pick out of Houston. With the 91st pick, you took cornerback DJ James out of Auburn. With the 112th pick, you took linebacker Cedric Gray. They said a D plus. What are they smoking over there? I'm telling you, I think he's going to be a good linebacker. Round 4, pick 126, guard Cooper Beebe. It's a solid pick there. Pick 169, safety Jalen Simpson. Some people are going, wow, y'all took a bunch of safeties. A couple of them really good slot players. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Frank Gore Jr. This might be my favorite pick of the entire draft, dude. Frank Gore Jr. at pick 202. Yeah, solid out of Southern Miss. Safety Omar Brown, an A for that one, out of Nebraska at pick 219. Darius Mousow, linebacker out of UCLA at pick 245. And then you got safety Catan Oladapo at 255. So it's a pretty solid draft, Jacob. I think you did well, sir. I think you did well.
Yeah. The only thing we didn't address was interior D-line, right? We got an edge.
That's correct. Yes, that's correct. So
up, Emilio.
Gosh. God, I love it. Love it. All right, as we get ready to wrap this big bear up, Jacob, I can send you that. I'll just DM you that on Twitter. I'll slide into them DMs and send you that. All right, so let's go around the horn here real quick. Anybody got anything to add? Emilio, you want to show them your shirt one more time, Bo?
I'll show them one time.
Yeah, there it is. Got it. With your race car, man, bro. That broke.
How about it's a freaking sweet car?
It is. It is a sweet car. It's definitely painted red for sure. Milwaukee red, you know that.
Oh, man. Paul Smith in here said, Clayton, I would love to see a mock using the 33rd team's latest big board and see you demonstrate how a team might use the board to make the draft decision. Well, that'd
be fun.
We would have to be able to get the board on the screen, and I'd have to be able to write on it. You know what I mean? To be able to cross guys off, because they don't have like an interface where it's interactive and you can draft and it marks them off. That would be a little tricky, but I agree, because when we do the draft party this year, Emilio is going to be in studio, I think, for the 2nd and 3rd round. I know Tim will be on with us. Jacob, you're going to be on with us, right, bro?
For what? What are we talking about? Sorry.
Live draft.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So anyway, the way I do it is I've got my personal big board and I've got the 33rd team. I'll get you a copy too, Emilio, I'll have a laminated version of the 33rd team where you can cross them off with a marker as you go. And I'm telling you, man, I love the way their board's set up. We might revisit their board in the morning for Good Morning Lambeau. Just take a quick glimpse of it because I'm sure some stuff has shuffled around since the combine. But I think it's a great idea, Paul. Let me try to put together something and see if we can make that happen because I think that would be a lot of fun if I could get just some kind of program where I can draw on the board and be able to cross them off. That's the only thing. So yeah, for it to be interactive with you guys, that would be the best way to do it. So
right.
Tim, you got anything, bub?
Yeah, just take that pinky finger, smash the like button. If you're
Appreciate
in with us right now, got over 400 watching the stream. We appreciate the support, whether that's on X or YouTube. We love it. And click the like button. Help us out.
Yeah. If you are on X, just a quick little tip. The interface isn't quite as good as YouTube. Elon's going, you bastard. You can click on my profile and you'll see a YouTube link, right? Click on that YouTube link.
Yeah, it's right over there.
It's right over there.
That'll send you directly to my YouTube channel where you can subscribe there, and then you'll be able to comment in the chat, all that good stuff like the guys and gals are doing right now. So Eric Sutherland says, where's my invite to the live draft party? I didn't know you got out of the clink, Eric. When'd you get out, Bob?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Eric's invited as long as he doesn't forget to
wash your hands, wash your butt, man. That's it. That's all.
Eric, if we can get that ankle bracelet off of you, bub, yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think he was allowed within 500 yards of most establishments like that. But.
Exactly. But we'll be doing a live draft stream, obviously, right here on the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a bit of a marathon, but it's worth it. Especially, we're going to be in here cutting up, laughing. And you never know when a prospect's going to smoke some weed out of a gas mask, right? That sometimes that happens. It gives you something to talk about. There you go.
Stay off the damn weed.
Jacob, what else you got, bub?
I can't believe that was the actual thing that happened one time.
No, he's like, Jacob said, I'm not the only one.
I know that half the people, when that happened, they're like, yo, he's on the TV.
Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy, dude. So you never know what's going to happen. But again, we'll have some good entertainment. It does drag out a bit. The first round, I feel like the first round's fun. The second and third, normally to me, they drag a bit. But the fact that the Packers have so many picks, like this draft is going to be awesome this year, man. It's going to be so much fun. So, yeah. With that being said, what do you say? Eric Sutherland. I got my tattoos at the county fair, not in prison. There you go.
All right, hey, that's just the way we talk in the clink.
Tim, you were on your A game tonight, big guy. I'm just telling you.
Good to have you back, Tim.
Magic fingers.
All right, we're out of here, guys. We'll be back in the morning for Good Morning Lambeau. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. For those of you listening on the pod, thank you for making us a part of your day as well. And, I know we had a bunch of stuff come through earlier today with super chats and all that good stuff. I want everyone to know how much we appreciate you supporting the show. It's awesome. Joyce tonight with the super chat. Thank you so much, Miss Joyce. We appreciate you. Chris M, been a member for 4 months. Good to see you in here, buddy. Again,
and Clayton, before we go, just one more time.
John Deere green on a hot summer night. Hero Billy Bob loves Charlene.
So glad you did it, man. So glad you did it. Again, bittersweet you lose Aaron Jones, but it's awesome. You got A.J. Dillon back even for just 1 year. And what a price, man. Russ Ball cooking over there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely cooking. So have a spotted cow on us tonight, Russ. We appreciate your service, sir. So all right, we're out of here. We'll see y'all in the morning. Everybody have a great evening. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world and go Pack Go.
The power sweep. Actually, it's the lead play in our offense. We ask our YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet. Get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man to his inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here. And try to run this play in the alley.